Equiano now has his first foals on the ground. Julian, how have they been received?
Really well, Bruce, really well. They're everything I think breeders wanted them to be. He's the sort of commercial horse that breeders are looking to get a good financial return from, as well as breeding good horses. So the first thing is they want to see good looking stock that look like they're fast and early, because that's what the agents want to buy at the sales, and they look every bit that. They're like peas out of a pod. They've got massive muscle, well made, great tops, attractive looking horses. So we're really delighted, and it's just been a breeze to try and market the horse this year.
Of course, it doesn't hurt to have acclamation there.
No, we've been really lucky. I mean, Acclamation is on fire right now, and so is one of his sons, Dark Angel, who made a terrific start and was the leading freshman sire in the UK last year. So we've been it's been very easy to sell nominations. In fact, I haven't had to sell any, and they've just picked up the phone and asked if they can use the horse, which has been great.
You've increased your numbers this year?
Yeah, it's pretty unusual that you can have a horse that's in the first season covered just about 130 mares, and in the second season, to be honest, I could have covered 170. I had to turn a lot of mares away, and we covered 145 mares. We didn't discount. In fact, if anything, I could have put his fee up this year. We stood him at 8,000, and now I look back at it, we should have probably stood him at 10,000, and then we charge VAT on top of that. So people have been quick to use him, and it's been very easy to sell him.
You look at him here, you say he's stamped his product. He's the quietest possible stallion you could think of for an explosive sprinter.
He is a Jekyll and Hyde character, really, because when you saw him at the races, he used to burst out of the stalls like a bullet out of a gun. He used to come out and he'd be in the front within about 10-20 yards, and he'd stay in the front all the way home. But when you take him home, he's just completely relaxed. You can do anything with him. We brought him down here today, shipped him 130 miles. We're in the fillies yard. He couldn't give a monkey's, but you bring him into the breeding shed, he'll cover 4 mares a day for no trouble at all. His fertility and everything else is fantastic. We're very, very fortunate to have a horse like him.
The future looks pretty bright for Equiano.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so, yeah.
Of course, he's been to Australia and he was well received by Victorian breeders there.
Really well received. Yeah, we were really pleased with the way he was received. I think it wasn't very easy for Adam and the team at Swettenham, because the horse came in literally about 3 days before the season started. And as a breeder, you want to know what the horse really looks like. Especially if it's UK and it doesn't have that name recognition that, of course, this horse has in the UK, having won 2 King Stand Stakes. He was really fast and everybody knew him. But for Aussie breeders, they wanted to get to know the horse, they wanted to see what he looks like. So I think momentum really built when breeders saw the horse and what a good looking horse he was. And this year, the horse has matured again, as you'd expect, and the foals look cracking. So I'd really hope the Australians will get behind him this year as well.
Equiano leads the pushed along Bold Mover towards halfway. Gold Trail's ridden along, Markham out in the centre, Kingsgate Native a more proper. Niconi switching towards the near side as they race with a furlong and a half to go. Equiano, Bold Mover in second place, then Markham, Kingsgate Native towards the centre. Niconi is beginning to stay on, but it's Equiano, the winner a couple of years ago, who still leads the King Stand from Markham. Then Bold Mover running a lighting race behind these Borderless Scott. It's Equiano, ridden out, who's going to repeat the success of 2 years ago. Equiano beat Markham, Borderless Scott. Niconi was 4th, massive run, Bold Mover in 5th, and then Kingsgate Native.
Of course, Australian breeders should look at being a dual King Stand winner, and there's none
Sure.
of those around these days, and that's the race the Aussies they always win.
I think I'm right in saying there were two horses have won the King Stand Stakes twice in the last 75 years, so it's pretty rare that a horse should do that. And any sprinter that wins a King Stand Stake or a Group 1 sprint as a 3-year-old is always pretty special. And the fact that he also, in this day and age, more modern technologies with flying horses around the world, he has had the opportunity to beat some pretty good Aussie sprinters, which is great because, as we all know, the Aussie sprinters are generally the best in the world. It's what you guys are the best at. So when he could beat the likes of Takeover Target or Niconi or Gold Trail, it was great for us and great for his CV, if you like.
Look forward to his Australian progeny coming back here and winning the King Stand, which he did there.
I wouldn't mind that either, actually. That'd be quite nice. Maybe an Aussie one against an English one would be good to see.
Fantastic.
No problem.